Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? Hope I'm coming through nice and clear. I see my speaker coming up in the lobby. Let me know if I'm coming through the chat or because I've had a problem with my headset this evening. Let me just get a few things straightened out. So yeah, here we are in PGR Season 7, Round 1, start of the brand new season. We are now in the Apex division. Soon later on, once this race is finished, we'll go and catch the last 15 odd minutes of the Evolution. Also, we've got a few drivers in the lobby at the moment. Quite a few names I recognise. We'll just run through them. Destructive J, the man, the legend himself, who is one of the admins of this fantastic league. You've only got to look at the app that we hold, and when I first joined the app, it was like 75 strong, and I've just checked now, there's 252 users inside less than a year. Now that's some going, guys. Absolutely brilliant. The Rat, as I call him, the Ratigan, my old teammate from the Drive to Survive series. Taylor Danny, my championship winning teammate in the McLaren. Absolutely, I've got quite a few teammates in this division. Jazz Piece, I don't think I've raced with him before. Evening, guys, those are tuning in. John Jeffries, I'm sure that's you, Ratigan. Good evening, mate, thanks for tuning in. Underneath Razpies is Basson, my first championship winning teammate, the legend, the man, finally in a decent car, not got that Red Bull shite. Yeah, he's in the Williams. We go down to GFO Matarakis, raced with him plenty of times. Very fast driver on his day. Gets a lot of bad luck, in my opinion, when I've raced with him. But he's a very, very fast man. When he gets his mind to it and he gets his head down, he's very, very, very fast man. Cold Baked Bean, love the name. I think I've raced with him once, but apart from that, maybe not. I'm not too sure. Who have we got next? We've got Slavy M. We'll just call him Slav. You will find with me, if I can't pronounce the name, I'll just make up my own little short stuff for each driver. Oi Oi from Nath. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, lads. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate the views. Under Slav, we got Dan White. I think I raced once with him. Lee Webb in the Red Bull. Eddie Dust in the AlphaTauri. Max Stubbs, definitely raced with him before in the Drive to Survive series. We've got Craig MC. Maybe, I'm not too sure if I raced Disco Bobby, definitely raced with Disco Bobby, 100%. But yeah, just waiting now for the evening power grid. Sure that's Jay. Evening, mate. So yeah, just waiting now for everybody to join the lobby and we can get going. We're here now at France. A track that I actually used to love racing. Sure, I actually won here in my PGR Sunday. Thank God Hassan got buttload of penalties, and yes, Jay, I knew it was, mate. I knew it was. Yeah, thank God Hassan got himself a good few penalties and enabled me to get the win in France. But I actually quite like France track itself. Got a lot of runoff area. So you'll be very unlucky to get a DNF unless another car just suicides into you. But you've got a lot of runoff area here. The walls are quite set apart. So yeah, shouldn't have too many DNFs tonight. Hopefully, should be a nice clean race. First race of the season. Turn 1, turn 2, quite tricky. So excuse my turn of phrase here, but let's try not go balls deep into turn 1. let's filter it out and just try and have a nice clean race as we can. 27 laps. Sure, if I'm right, there's 15 turns. It's Rumpel. Nice for you to join, mate. Nice. Got a few more join the lobby. Jazz B Hodge. You're Jazz. That's it. You're Jazz. Rumpski. We'll call you Rumps for the time being, but no doubt I'll come up with another couple of names during the lobby, during the race. Disappointed not to see my old mate. There he is. Evening, Danny. How you doing, my mate? How you doing, buddy? To be honest, I actually won the championship. Not that he would want to be reminded of it. I actually won it. It was me and teammates in the Williams a few seasons back. Me and Taylor Danny going into the last race, and the numpty stuck it into the back of the safety car, and that's the only reason why I won. Sorry to remind you of that, mate. That's the only reason I won my second championship, is because he stuck it into the back of the safety car, and I ended up finishing second, I think, and gained the championship. But yeah, an old teammate of mine. Worst race of my life. I bet it was, mate. I bet it was. But you've come a long way since then, buddy. I'm not going to lie, mate. You've come a long way since then. Your pace is great in a minute, mate. Quite a few here also. Jay has come a long way since I first started racing. Right, what's he saying now? Going to start now, mate. Okay. We've got 16 in the lobby. Yeah, as I was just saying there, disappointed my old mate Jock. My old mate Jock ain't here. If you don't know who Jock is, you can catch him on his social media feed at Sir Jockey Stewart #44 at ilovelewis.com, or is it .com? I can't remember. No, I'm sure it's .com. But yeah, pretty sad that he's not here, because I would have absolutely roasted him. Love you, Jock. Seem to be missing another teammate of mine in another league, Speechy, who's, I believe, in the Williams along with Basson. But yeah, here we go now. Countdown starts. I know you guys are driving. I tend to do more on board. I like to see the drivers' movements and stuff like this. But if you wish to, or those who are watching that ain't rating, if you wish to see more cinematic views, just let me know. But I do tend to try and stay on board as much as I can. So here we now, bit of a short stack in the lobby. Maybe missing a couple. I did see one driver pulled out last minute, said he couldn't race. I think he threw his wheel across the room or something, by all accounts. But yeah, so if I can just log into the chat. I'm here now while we're waiting. I'll just run through. So yeah, Lizard, he was the one who was top of the time trial sheets. Ratty Bus, I take it that's the Rattigan, or Senior Jeffries as we call him. Taylor Danny up there in third. Rumpski in fourth. Slavy in fifth. Max Stubbs in sixth. Eddie Dust in seventh. Dan White in eighth. Jazz Peace in ninth. And Jay in 10th. But I'm a firm believer of anyone can stick a lap fast round the time trial, but it's doing that for 27 laps straight with other cars around you, not with everything on optimal. So it's all right doing it in the TT, but trying to get it around the race 27 laps is a completely different story. So we'll get the track map up. We've got the lap data on, telemetry on, details. Everyone's going to be on soft, so let's keep it like that for the time being, and then we'll hide the spectator menu, and we're just waiting for the first cars to come out, and there we go. And I'm sure that could be the one of the Williams or the Hasses right at the end of the garage. And be careful, guys, also the pit exit is right on the racing line as if you go into turn one. So if you do, yep, Slabby, I knew it was on the Alphas, or the Haas, no, it's an Alpha. So yeah, when you are coming out the pits, guys, just be very mindful as you come out the pit straight into the racing line. on the approach to turn 1. So if you do race with full track map on, have your wits about you and just give the driver on a fast lap nice space. Once you release the pit control, the pit assist, you should be able to brake and give the driver on the lap some time. So we've got quite a few drivers now piling out the pits. Cold Baked Bean, Taylor Danny. We got Dan White, who I believe is behind. Yep, so pretty much all filing out now. Got the amazing, as we are now with Slavy, got the amazing turn 11, I'm sure. Absolute brilliant corner. Never take it the same way twice, but yeah, I think that's what makes it such a great corner. Slavy's just coming around now. Have a bit more confidence in yourself, Basson, mate. Right, here we go. Full throttle, DRS on. Approach to turn 1. Got nobody coming out the pit, so should be alright. Should make it in time. On the brakes, pick your braking point, clip the apex at turn 1. Try and get over the curb at turn 2, but not too much, otherwise it could spin you out. Straight down now to turn 3. Fling the car in. There you go, that's nice. You can hug this curb as much as you can. Try and hug that as much as you can. Now on the power, and he's gone. And he's gone. That's what I mean about that part of the track. You've got to be very, very gentle on the throttle, especially if you're on medium or no traction. It's a bit of a, I don't like to swear on the stream, but it's a bit of a bastard corner if I'm being honest. Next should be Dan White. Through turn 1 and turn 2. Just trying to catch up. Yeah, I think the Mercedes, no, he's on an out lap. We'll go back to Dan White. Here he comes now down the back straight. DRS on. It here is a pointless little chicane. Kind of reminds me of the chicane in Australia. It's just absolute pointless. You'd rather just have a straight run down. Yellow flag. Car getting out of the way in front. That's nice. Pick your turning point, full throttle through this corner. Yeah, I think I heard of that. Oh, there you go. I missed Slavy. So Slavy, mind you, he spun, so that's not a representative time there. So gets it tucked in nicely. Wide line, opens up the corner, clips the apex, puts a nice drive out. Car gets out of the way in front. Get the full sun in your eyes there, that can make it a little bit tricky also. Seems like a very nice tidy lap at the minute from Dan White. Gets on the throttle, everything, get the car straightened up. Don't know why he's drifting over to the right, long right. Taylor Danny goes fastest on a 130.7. Dan White on a 130.9. Sorry Danny mate, I missed your lap there. GFO Metarakis 130.1. That's a huge chunk. Huge chunk in front of the... Let's get on. Jazz Piece goes even faster. Let's get on with my mate Basson. Here he is, just finishing his lap. Just see his sector time there of 50. Didn't see quite what the point was. It's over the curb, nice wide line. Ooh, slightly misses the apex there. That'll cost him some tenths. But it's just all about now getting a banker lap in and then improving. He does a smart thing there, just staying left. He goes 5th on a 131.2. Eddie Dust goes into 3rd on a 130.4. Jay's on his out lap. Rumsky, he was up high in the he was up high on the TT leaderboard. Clips the apex nice. Ride the curb on the out. There you go. Ride the curb on the exit. That sun's very tricky. Very tricky, that sun. Got a car in front of him. Don't know if he's on the lap as well. It's a Ferrari, it looks like. So he's on an out lap, so he's entitled to stay where he is. Rumsky on a 30.9. So let's try and get, here we go, Jazz. Coming through the great turn 11. I absolutely love this corner, I do. You can take it a few ways. You can take it tight. You can go wide and get a slingshot through to the next corner. Stays off the curb on the exit there. He's got to be, look at that, 130. Get with the program. Mick is on a 138, so Max Stubbs, now he's on a fast lap, coming down to the chicane. I think it should be turns 8 and 9. Rise the curb, get as much as this curb as you can without avoiding it. Ride this curb as well. That's the thing here about France as well. The curbs don't cost you a lot of time, in my opinion. 50.3. Let's try and keep an eye on these sector times. Try and compare them against each other. Cold Baked Bean, without my knowledge, he's just jumped up there into 4th on a 130.5. Taking the wide line there to get it tucked inside. Bit of a tank slap on the exit, but should be okay. Ride the curb, take the wide line, clip the curb as much as you can, get the car straightened up and flat on the throttle. And watch he crossed them. It stays left also, it's the best thing here. 130.4 up into 3rd place. Let's get on board with Jay. Here comes Jay now. No, Jay seems to be, he's building up, he's invalidated his lap. Go on, Jay. My first one. I love it. We got the Ratman Rattigan on an out lap, Disco Bobby on an out lap. Jazz we see coming to the pitch. Don't know if Jay's carrying enough fuel to be able to. He's letting these Jay's letting these DRS build up, I'm sure. Whether he's got enough fuel on board to make it round the second time. I know, mate, I've mentioned that already. The sun seems to be very low. I don't know how it's shining in my eyes in the comms box. I don't know what it's like. Oh yeah, look, I'm on board with Jay. That is some sun there. That is. Woof. It's all right. Jay getting himself ready. Slow out. Gets on the power. Gets the DRS on. And let's hope we can get around this lap without an invalidation. He's about the only one out now. We jump on board with Rattigan and Disco Bobby. Breaks turn, gets over that curb on turn 1. Get on that curb on turn 2. Stays away from the curb on the exit. Right, remember we see Max Stubbs. I think the second sector was a 50.3. Now you can get right on this curb, boys. You get right on that curb as much as you can. Feather the throttle through here. It's a tricky corner, this one. It seems a nice tidy lap so far from Jay. You don't really want to lose time on that turn there, because it'll cost you all the way down this straight. Full throttle, pick your braking point, bam, slam on the brakes, all over that curb. That was nice, Jay. I think that's the best I've seen through that chicane so far. Taylor Danny's back out on an out lap, but I think after this we're going to jump straight to Rattigan, I'm sure. I don't know if I didn't look at the throttle input there. I don't know if he lifted off there or not, but you never lift off through that corner. That's a flat corner, that is. Well, he's run what? Oh, he's got away with that. How's he got? He's paid the stewards there, Jay has. Admin of the league and all that, he's paid the stewards. But surely now, next run, Jay's got plenty of time there to make up. Plenty of time. Clips the apex, that's nice. It's a very clean lap from Jay. Little banker there. He knows himself, he's got plenty of time to find. He crosses the line on a 130.9, puts him 8th, just behind his team. The exact same time as his teammate, Dan White and Destructive J in the Mercedes, both on a 113.940. You couldn't write that even if it was a movie. Now, here comes Rattigan. Staying left. Right old left there. Picks his braking point into turn 1, climbs all over that curb. Oh, very close not to invalidate there, and there as well. Right. I've raced with Rattigan and I've seen him race there. He won't be too happy with that turn 1 and 2, but again, it's just about getting a banker lap in. Got loads of traffic in front of him. Let's hope they get out of the way. Pardon me, boys. He's pulled out of his lap, Rattigan here, I think. I think he knows he can do better than that. He's very low on ERS as well. Mind you, no, that was a lap. I'm completely missing it. He's up in 4th, Rattigan, 130.2. All right. Can't be doing that, mate. Follow the track, follow the track. Taylor Danny. He was half a tenth down on his lap. Let's see what he's got here. Again, he's low on ERS, so whether he's improved or not, he's only got 5% ERS in his tank. Cold baked bean, sure he's on a lap now. I'll try and keep up with these drivers if I can. First race, he's a 10th down. No, yeah, 10th down he is. But I find the third sector, second and third sector here, but this chicane is where you can gain all your time. Bit hesitant into that corner there he was. I think he broke a bit early or turned in a bit early. He'll know himself, he can improve there. Max Stubbs, I believe, is back out on the lap. Eddie Dust is out on the lap. Jazz and Lee Webb. I think this is Lee Webb's first attempt, possibly. I haven't seen him on track previously. Maybe he's trying a little stushy one to keep a pair of softs for the race, but I don't think it's really a soft track, as they ruined it with the old changing the rule, in my opinion. Yep, he's pulled. No, I thought he's pulling into the pits there. So very wide in that corner. I don't think he'll improve here, Cold Baked Bean, but I'm sure he knows he's got a lot to find there, or I could be wrong. Yeah, only 3 tenths down, so not too bad. Great there from the car coming out the pits. Brilliant stuff there. Craig MC, we haven't been on board with him yet, so let's try and get on board with him. Try and give everybody a bit of track time if I can, lads, a bit of TV time. Alright, let's look at his sector time, mate. I may have missed his first sector. Again, look, he's out of VRS. He's out of VRS. Metarakis goes fastest on a 1:29.8. I was going to jump onto him next. So I don't think Craig is going to improve anytime soon. Dan White, he's on his lap now. And also with the ERS situation, I find that France has got to be one of the hardest tracks. I know he's on an invalidated lap. Cold Baked Bean, he's on his way in. Max Stubbs, what's he got? Guys, guys, if you can, try and stay on the track, lads. None of this shortcutting, this shouldn't really be allowed. But try and stay on the tracks if you can. I know you're all trying to get back to fit another lap in, but try and stay on the track as much as you can, lads. But yeah, as I was saying there, and just as I say that, he cuts the whole corner. Yeah, DRS is not DRS, sorry, ERS. Oh, Craig MC has retired from the session, whether that's on track or in the pits. But yeah, the ERS, I find you got to hold it as much as you can around here, because it's Cold Baked Beans going for another lap with only 20%. I would have pitted there, mate, if I was you. Only got 20% ERS and you're going for another flyer. But you're nearly out already. So I don't see Cold Baked Bean improving a lot, unless he's first lap and he's confident that he's got loads of time left out there. But yeah, what I've been trying to get out, ERS is very, very hard. 10th and a half up, very, very hard to rebuild. Apart from if you get a safety car, then yeah, all things are good. But very hard, very, very hard to rebuild your ERS around this track. So it's who conserves their ERS the most. No, he's invalidated his lap. Here comes Jay. Jay's half a second up. Oh no, Jay! I just jumped on board with you as well. Sorry, mate. He ain't got time to get round. He may have time to get round and build up the ERS possibly. 2 minute, 1:30 lap. Should have enough time. Whether he'll have a decent amount of ERS to attack the lap, I don't think he will. Basson, he's on his out lap. Jazz Piece now. He's 6 tenths down. He must be just. He's not. Again, he's on 4, unless he's just done a lap and I've missed it, because he's only a 10th behind Matarakis. And I see in the Discord today, his friend, Matarakis' friend Sammy, he's back. He's back racing. That's very nice to see. Brilliant racer, nice, clean, fast, brilliant racer. Slavy, what's Slavy on? He's 3 seconds up. No, surely that can't be right. He's on an invalidated lap also. Right, let's get on my mate Basson. Come on, mate. Come on. And turn 6 through turn 7. I may get the corner numbers wrong, guys, but hey, well, it is what it is, lads. How's that? What's his time? Slam on the brakes. Whoa! Feel you drivers being a bit naughty today. He's busting a pump to get round to get another lap in, he is. So currently we have Metarakis in first, Jazz Piece is second. I think their sessions are over. Taylor Danny could possibly challenge them. He's in third on an outlap. Depends where he is. The Rat Man, he's on his outlap now. Let's see where he is. Coming through turns 1 and 2. Very nice. That was much better than from what I see him do last time. But again, I think he was on a cool down lap when I jumped on board with him. Get right over that curb. Very tidy, very clean. He's 2 tenths up. It's currently enough for third. But if he's got more time, he could be pushing the top 2. Now quali's over. So the top 1 and 2 can't improve. So it's all down now to Rattigan and Taylor Danny. And Rumsky's just jumped into 5th. Lee Webb just come out of absolutely nowhere to jump 3rd place. Dan White goes into the pit. Oh, looking at the leaderboard there, I miss Rattigan's 2nd sector time. And make it more interesting for when he does cross the line. Nice, feathers the throttle, nice through there. From what I've seen, it's been a very clean lap. He's going to improve tenfold here, I think. I think he could be battling pole here, Rattigan. Don't want to jinx you, mate. Nice tucked over, ride the curve slightly. Oh, slightly missed the apex there, could cost him a 10th. A foot to the floor, get that car straightened up. He crossed the line in a 129.7 and he goes for pole position. That's a great lap from Rattigan. Sadly, Taylor Danny improved, but only slightly. Rattigan, pat on the back, mate. That's an absolute fantastic lap from you. Max Stubbs is just behind. He forgot it was short quali. What's Max Stubbs got? I ain't seen these sector times. He crossed the line in a 1. Oh, basically matched his lap. Jay's pulled into a pit. So that's it, guys. Quali's finished. The Rat Man, Rattigan, missed with a great for that. Metaraka, he's in the top 2, top 3. Jazz Piece in 3rd on the 127.9, and we'll finish Lee Webb come out of absolutely nowhere. I don't think I jumped on board with him once during that session. I do apologise, Mr. Webb. He's in 4th. Taylor Danny, as you expect, always there or thereabouts. He's in 5th on the 130.1. Rumsky, who forgot it was short quali, he's on a 130.2. Max Stubbs on a 133. I think he'll think there's a bit more time left out there. Eddie Dust in 8th. Cold Baked Bean in 9th. Slavy in 10th. Dan White in 11th. Jay in 12th. Craig MC in 13th. Jazz in 14th. And Disco Bobby, who did he jump on? I do apologise. He's 16th on a 131.3. Told you, didn't I? Told you, bud. I don't have a formation lap. I think formation lap is turned off. So we're going to go straight into it. But guys, come on. First race of the season. First lap. Just everyone try and get through turns. Wow. 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 It's raining. And you know what? I love the fact that no one stuck that in the chat. As you've seen by my reaction there, I love that. Wow. That sticks the cats amongst the pigeons. Now, is it inters? Is it wets? Is it going to dry? Have people adjusted their setup? Oh, I'm going to love this race, I am. Wow, I did not expect that for 1 minute at all. Yeah, so now guys, even more caution into turn 1. Not only are you going to have cars flying down into turn 1 on cold tyres, you're going to have spray as well. So let's try and keep it clean and tidy. Get yourself filtered out. I know everyone wants to try and gain as much positions as they can, but as I've repeated many times, it's the first race of the season, guys. You don't want to sit here, do your quali, wait the couple of weeks that you had done to get crashed out or wing damage and put you on the back foot on the first race of the season. So come on guys, nice and clean. It's wet, but it won't let me select wet type. Here we go, 1 light, 2 light. There is a format. I read the formation that was off. Take more notice of the Discord, Mick. I was raring to go there, I was. It's alright, give me time to stick. Let's go, we've got track wrap up. Lap data. We've got to get the telemetry on, we can check people's ERS. Wow. So it's going to change, because we've got a mixture. I love this. We've got a mixture of strategies. We've got mediums. In second on the softs. Jay on the softs down in 12th. Basson, who, I don't want to be a Bertie Small, but this guy normally has a rocket of a car in a straight line. So I see him on the soft tyre attacking a lot of people. Because whenever I've raced with this guy, his car is an absolute rocket ship. Disco Bobby's also on the soft. Craig MC, Slavy playing the long game. They're hoping on that hard tyre for not a safety car, where the soft tyres could open for a safety car, but no one's really open for a safety car, let's be honest, come on. And all the rest of the field, pardon me, are on mediums. So, we're actually on a wet track, a dry tyre. Couldn't have asked for a better start of the season, lads, could we? To be honest with you, come on. Get on board with him. And I think I'll normally go off the start, off the pole race, off the pole driver. But with the situation as it is, I think I'm going to actually be on board with GFO Metarakis. I think I'm going to be on board with him. With him being on the soft tyre, see what kind of drive he gets, see if he gets attacked from behind. Thanks you guys all tuning in, thank you. Lee Webb disqualified, so that's set him back, especially being in 4th place. GFO. Hide that menu. Here we go. Season 7, round 1. 5 lights. And we're off. Rattigan got a great start. No, Max Stubbs jumped the start. Rattigan's got an absolute stonking start. Absolute stonking. Jay's making gains. Oh, Taylor Danny's gone down. He was in 3rd. What's happened to Taylor Danny? I think he might have just got pinched slightly at the corner. Takes the inside line. Should get the better run on Slavy, but Slavy being on the hard. Oh, Basson's gone up quite a few as well. Oh, Eddie Dust has spun. Pretty clean start, to be honest with you. Max Stubbs is going to be absolutely kicking himself. Absolutely kicking himself at that jump start. But we're back to green flag race, and I've missed it. GFO's Done Rattigan right at the front. Alright, let's go to position change. Who's the biggest gainer? My man, Mr. Overtake himself, Basson. First lap's already got 7. He's smashing it, the fella. He's already got 7. Albeit he's on the soft tyre. Rattigan's just trying to hold station where he is. Jay's not doing too bad on fit, on 5 positions to overtaken. But if I remember correctly, them two are both on the soft, so they will need to make as much gains as they can. There's a bit of gap there now. So I wonder, we're on the dry tyre, I wonder if DRS will be activated straight away. I'm sure it will. Basson's right up the trumpet of Jay. I've said that before. Metarakis, albeit nothing to reference, but a 1:47.9. He's got a second now on Rattigan, who's nearly got a second, who has now got a second on Jay. Lee Webb, albeit that he's got disqualified on the grid, he'll be happy with maintaining 4th. Taylor Danny's making his way back up the field, but he should be doing that on the hard tyre runners. He might find it hard if he nips Dan White in front of him. Then he's got the 2 soft runners. Oh, bit of a love tap there from Basson on Jay. I called that. Bit of a love tap. Jay likes some love taps. There's all a little bit status quo right about now. Rattigan's got 6/10 on Metarakis. He was a second, just over a second behind. So whether he's had a moment or Rattigan's just abolished that part of the track. Everybody's kind of in DRS from that range now. Cold Baked Bean. Max Dubs has served his penalty. Unlucky bud. Head down, mate. Head down. You know you can do this, buddy. 1 point. Cold Baked Bean's going to be the bottleneck now. He's kind of dropping off the front 4. So he could come under pressure from Rumsky, Jay and Basson. And Dan White as well, who's also up the trumpet. Taylor Danny is up the trumpet as well. Slavy's there as well, but Slavy's on the hard tyre, so Slavy's just waiting for his tyres to come to him, and then his tyre should be the right one to be on. Oh, Dan White, bit of a silly 1:41.9, 1:41.9 from Jazz Piece. Dan White overtakes Basson. I caught the end of that. I think that was a bit of a silly place there. Boys, another thing as well, I don't mean no hard feelings by my comms, but I tell how it is. I find that corner, I think I see a little love tap on Basson there. Not really a corner to be overtaken there, guys. Oh, keep your nose out of it, that was close. Rinsler papers there. But yeah, I don't think that was a corner to be doing any overtakes there. And if you've hit the back of him, I'm quite sure maybe you should have given that place back. Lee Webb is retired. He's gone. Where's Lee Webb gone? Let's try and catch him on the screen. He's gone into the wall. We got a safety car? No, we haven't got a safety car. He's out the way now. Max Dubs would have been fuming. He would have been claiming for a safety car there. So we're back to green flag racing now, straight away. Basson's all over the back. Again, look, these two, they're a second behind, then he's 4/10 behind, now he's 1.8. I think his tyre might be coming into effect now. But again, yeah, he's on 43, 76. Anyone smashed the granny out of their ERS at the minute? Craig's sitting there on 100% the fella, look. On the hard tyre. He's definitely playing the long game, Craig. Let's go, Bobby. Overtakes Jazz. I think Jazz slightly one ride there. Jay up to 6. Jay's doing bits. Cold Baked Bean. Rumsky takes Cold Baked Bean. Now can Rumsky get his foot down and claw these front 3 back, because they're just, well, I say front 3, it's Metarakis, then Rattigan and Jazz Piece. Jay's right on the back of Cold Baked Bean. Well, no, not right on the back, but Cold Baked Bean's right on the back of Rumsky. I haven't seen, I could be wrong, guys, I haven't seen DRS activated yet, or am I wrong? Jay's within a second, so we'll find out now. But with the rain, even if you're on dry tyre, yep, DRS is activated. It is. Cold Baked Bean could have a run now on Rumsky. Rumsky's in trouble. He's only on 21% ERS. Cold Baked Bean's on 90. Taylor Danny, he'll be happy. He's getting himself back in after he was down in 14th, 15th at one place. Bad luck, Lee Webb. I didn't actually see what happened, Char. I see where you stuck it in the wall. Don't know whether you lost it on the curb or the conditions. Dan White, first one, first victim, 3-second time penalty. Obviously, you should all know, but if you're new to the stream or anything like that, 3 second, you get time penalties. If you cut the corner, you get 3 warnings. On your third warning, you get hit with a 3-second time penalty. And then you basically, your warning set back to 0. And then if you get another 3, you get another 3 seconds. Basson's just keeping it steady now after that. I don't know, I'm not going to call it a collision. I just caught the very end of it, so... but it looked like Dan White did actually tap his trumpet, so I'm not too... Again, I don't want to comment too much if I didn't see the whole incident, so... Metarakis is kind of checking out. He's 2.1. Oh, that was definitely a corner cut there, so that's definitely got to be a warning, that has. Ratagon 2 seconds behind. Jazz Piece in third, just keeping it. Try. So these two in second and third, Ratagon and Jazz Piece know that eventually... Whoa, and Metarakis, he's just gone into the wall. Now, I don't think that's going to be tyres because we're only on lap 5. But what did I tell you at the beginning? I didn't mean to jinx you, mate, and that is a safety car. That's a safety car. Max Stubbs is licking his lips at the back of the field. And I didn't mean to jinx him. He always gets a bit of bad luck, Metarakis. He was absolutely flying there. And I'm sure, I don't know if he's no assists. So if you race no assists, you're always going to risk it for a biscuit, if I'm being honest with you. I was always medium traction. I tried no traction, I just couldn't get the grips of it, so I always raced on medium, I did, and even that sometimes in these conditions was very, very hard. But Metarakis now, he'll go into the pits. Will Jay, Basson and Disco Bobby pit? Will they pit? Or do they feel their tyres could go on for a few more laps? Now Jay's up into 6th, theoretically 5th, because we know Metarakis now has got a pit after his collision with the wall. Now Jay's coming into the pit. Rumsky's pit off the medium, Ratagon's pit. Jazz Piece has stayed out. Now will he come to regret that decision, because it seems like everybody's pitting. Taylor Danny's pitting. Cold Baked Bean stayed out. Slavy stayed out, of course he would, on the hard. Now what's Max Stubbs going to do? Is Max Stubbs going to jump in himself and put the hard on? Disco Bobby. Oh, Slavy. Disco Bobby's gone on to the intermediate tyre. Wow. 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 I thought it looks like it's drying up. I did not think anybody would go onto the inters. Wow. Or is he trying to play us? No, but a medium tyre won't go 21 laps. Oh no! It just goes from bad to worse for Metarakis. Drive-through penalty. Keep your head up, GFO. Keep your head up, mate. You can get through this. Oh, but you can't pit under the safety car, can you? Let's go, details, penalties. Yeah, you got a drive-through. Slavy got a drive. Oh, Slavy got a drive-through penalty. I thought that was a 5-second penalty speeding in the pit lane. Ah, that's kind of shafted his race also. He's on the hard tyre. Yeah, look at the track. It's drying up. Why has Disco Bobby gone to intermediates? I don't know. Surely he's got to come back into the pits and change. Surely he has to. Jay's gone in. He's come out in 8th, so he won't be too sharp about that. Especially you've got a drive-through penalty in front of him. And then he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers that still have to pit. The question is, will these hards make it another 21 laps? Let's call it 20, let's call it 19 laps due to the safety car. So you ain't really going to be smashing the tyres, are you? To be honest with you. Now let's stay on board with Disco Bobby. What's Disco Bobby going to do? If he stays out, I'll be very, very, very surprised. Nah, he's coming in the pits. Unless he started on mediums, put the inters on, and because he's used the inters, he might try and jump back onto the medium, and he deflates the 2 compound wall. Maybe he's trying that. What's he gone back onto? No, he's gone back onto hards. Now, not gonna lie, it's baffled me, that has. Really, really baffled me. But, mind you, it doesn't take a lot to baffle me. Metarakis, mate. Keep your head up, mate. Keep it on the track. Don't go, first race of the season. Try and grab as many points as you can. Don't stick it in the pits and retire. Just try and keep going as long as you can, buddy. Taylor Danny, a bit gutted. He actually started in 3rd or no 5th. I think he started in, so he's down 4th. Let's have a look at the position changes. Who's our leader now? Craig, albeit he hasn't pitted yet. Jay up 4, Basson up 4, Jay up 8, Eddie Dust up 4, Cold Bean up 7, Slavy up 7. Don't really count, Slavy's got a drive-through penalty, but a lot of these here will only be up as much as they are due to the fact that they haven't pit under the safety car. So, is the track just before we enter sector 3. Maybe we're a go. Yep, we're a go. I want to give this safety car a nice wide berth. Constant speed. Jazz piece. You see Jamie T's post today on the safety car restarts. Try and keep a constant speed if you can. Try not to go, stop, go, stop. It's keeping it, that's not bad, keeping it constant at anywhere between 55 and 60. That's what we like to see. Everyone's trying to get as much heat into their tyres as they can. We're going to jump on board with Cold Baked Bean, see what kind of jump. Now, has he gone? Has he gone? No, I don't think Jazz has gone just yet. But he will do out of this corner, and he's got a nice jump. That was a nice restart there from Jazz Piece. Cold Baked Bean, he's been kind of caught on the jump there. Slavy will be spitting feathers underneath his helmet after incurring that drive-through penalty. Nice through turn 1, and these hard tyres would have just been coming into their own right about now also. But again, another one, just get your head down, get your penalty served, get your head down. Let's try and battle yourself back into a decent race finish. Eddie Dust. Craig MC is on the hard tyre. Now he's one to watch. Oh, he just got a 3-second time penalty. Just as we was on board with him. And the Rat Man's going for the move. That bit of curb that he took slowed him down. And as I mentioned in quali, it will cost you all the way up the straight. Nice and clean. Mubsky, it's got Craig also. So Craig kind of struggling at the minute to get some heat into them tyres. He's on the hard tyre, but again just needs to bide his time. The tyres will come to him, and then he'll be on the better racing tyre. But he needs to stop trying to cut his curb. Jay runs around the outside. Nice move from Jay there. Taylor Danny's just watching all of this play out. Basson gets Metarakis. Metarakis is staying on him though. Metarakis chooses. I don't mean to laugh. They've both done it. They've come in to serve the drive-through penalty, and they've both. Metarakis, unlucky. You didn't have to retire there, bud. You could have continued. Didn't mean Basson with the fastest lap, the boy. Both come in to serve the drive-through penalty, and they got a 5-second pit lane. Basson got a 3-second penalty also. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to laugh there. It's not nice for me. I do apologise about that. So Slavy comes out right at the back of the field with the 5-second time penalty as well. Max Stubbs is back in this race. Penalty's trying to rack up now, starting to rack up. Rumsky's just got a time penalty as well, 3 seconds. Max Stubbs got a nice run, but it's all kicking off in front of him here. Dan White, all these cars in front. Let's try and jump on board here now with Craig MC. He's getting absolutely swamped, Craig is. Get that menu off. Jay's up into 6th. Dan White and Taylor Danny having a battle. Wow, Dan White is already flashing on the ERS. Wow. Look at Jay sitting there. He's got enough to give away, Jay. Look at that, he's got enough to give it away. 87 he's on. He's just having a Sunday cruise, isn't he, old Jay? But you've still got these two up front. Jazz Peas, Cold Baked Bean. Eddie Dust is 1.3 off the back. Ratigan is crawling up behind him. DRS, here we go. DRS is activated now. Will he go for a move into turn 1 or will he hold it back? Does he have confidence? Oh, he pulled out of that. I think that was the best decision there, mate. Save it for another day. Don't know what, Dan White. I keep looking at his name. I'm thinking his name's Dana White. You know, that's what we're going to call him. We're going to call him Dana White. It's alright. Destructive J and his teammate on nose to tail. Dana White has just overtook Basson. Basson shouldn't get, he was very tight there. Basson should get a decent run on him now. This should be like taking candy off a baby, this should. Yeah, especially, we know, as I mentioned at the start of the stream, this guy's got a rocket ship of a car in a straight line, always has done. So right, Basson up into 7th, and he's up 8 places. Wants now to try and catch these guys in front. This battling's only going to help him. Ratigan, didn't see it on stream, but Ratigan got in front of Eddie Dust. These fresh tyres now starting to come into their own. Can he crawl these front to him? But Basson wants these two. Right, I want Basson now. He wants these lot battling in front of him so he can claw them in as quick as he can. Hola, Stephen, my friend. ¿Cómo está? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. I hope you're well. For those who are watching the stream, the guy who's just jumped on, Stephen, my friend Stephen, greatest sim racer, in my opinion. Fast as a, I was going to say an F word there, fast as a feather, let's call it that. Oh, big battles here between Destructive J and Rumsky going tooth and nail. Jay's got the inside line for the next corner, and he's got the second. He's got a second to the car in front, so he'll also get DRS also. That's it now, Jay. Keep your head down, mate. He's having a stonking race, Jay is. Only speak the truth, Stephen, my friend. Only speak the truth, buddy. Go, Jay, nice and tidy. Setting him up. Must take into account that Eddie Dust, if I remember correctly, Jay is cooking. Jay is cooking, Stephen. Very well observed. Jay is absolutely cooking. And you know who Jay is, Stephen. Jay, Destructive Jay, is one of the admins, along with Manic and Hilly. Done an absolute fantastic job with this league. Got to be the best league that I've ever raced in. And now I'm privileged to do the commentary. Nice, Jay. Keep it nice. The battle's battling up in front. Ratigan's now got him there. Now, will Jay make a move into turn 1, or will he bide his time? Yeah, another one. Look, he's got a rocket ship. I suppose he's got DRS also. And we can see Ratigan going for a move. Is he going for a double? Oh, no. He's sure I see a piece of his wing. And there's Jay on the outside. I'm sure I see a piece of Ratigan's wing come off there. If that is bad luck. Let's try and change camera and see. It should be on the right side of the car. Yeah, yeah, there you see, look, his end plate has come off. So poor Rattigan is going to have to pit. Poor Rat, he was having a fantastic race there, but he just got caught in the squabble of those in front. And bad luck there. So does this, Disco Bobby, 3-second time penalty. Now does this hand the initiative to Jay? Now is Jay going to learn from what happened there with Rattigan and pick his moment? Oh, I take it not. I take it not. Head up, Rattigan, mate. Head up. Get yourself into the pits. Get a new set of tyres on, mate. You can still come back into this, buddy. Now, when these two in front decide to pit, or them battling, alright, they ain't giving Jay wing damage. Rattigan's in the pit, Basson's in the pit. What's happened to Bass? Oh, he's got a 5-second time penalty as well. That's 8 seconds he's got now. Disco Bobby in the pits. I don't think that give Jay any wing damage. I don't think it was a strong enough touch. But yeah, as you can see, these guys battling out in front is kind of costed Jay a bit of time now, because these two behind, well, I say two, Eddie Duss has still got a pit, Rumsky. So Jay's just got to keep composed. Let's jump on board with Jay. Keep composed. Pick your moment. Got a nice drive out of there. Could get both of them here. Colbeck being 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. He's not giving that up easy. Oh! Good driving, guys. Left each other just enough space. Just enough space you left each other there. Max Stubbs come nicely back into the race, now up into 7th. He was 16 seconds adrift at one stage. Jazz Piece and Eddie going out. Whoa! Whoa, guys. Don't mind a little bit of wall banging, but try and be clean, fellas. There we are now. Oh, there's their car. Oh, for thought it went wide. The car's all pulling now into the pits. Taylor Danny's gone into the pit. Jazz Piece is now pit for his first pit stop. Taylor Danny, 7-lap old hards, must have had wing damage. Yeah. Ah, mate. Must have got wing damage somewhere, because you don't pit on 7-lap old hards. Now we'll go back to the front now. Cold Baked Bean on much older tyres. Still half a second in front of Jay. Jay's very low on DRS. Cold Baked Bean's got bundles of ERS, but he's on 13-lap old tyres. Now, is he going to be able to make it? Is he going to go for a suicide dive? No, he's not close enough. Here's Max Stubbs. Very impressive him today. He's just doing what he needs to do. Had an incident right at the very start. I actually had a drive-through penalty right at the very start, and now he's clawed his way, kept his head down, and he's just clawed his way back. Now he's a net 4th as it stands once these cars pit in front of him. So he's a net 4th place. That's brilliant driving from Max Stubbs there, in my opinion. Oh, got the cars in front of him. Dana White, he's on the same lap old tyres, so should be a fair battle between these two. Cold Bay Bean doesn't pit. He stays out, and now he's losing a bundle of time now. Surely he's not trying to go medium to soft. Surely not. You can't do that round there. The soft gets chewed up quick time. But he's clawed 3 attempts back on Jay. Jay's, I don't want to jinx him, but Jay has drove an absolute stellar race so far. 15 laps. It is, Stephen. I was mentioning that at the beginning of the streams. One of the tracks here to struggle to regain. There you go, Rattigan. That's what you need to do, mate. Head down, pump in them fast laps, mate. Very unlucky with your wing damage there, mate. But yeah, Stephen, I was mentioning that on the stream. One of the hardest tracks on the calendar to harvest your ERS, or once you've used it, to try and build it back up, unless, like you said, you're in a DRS, Dana White gets a 3-second time penalty, unless you're in a DRS train or a safety car. Other than that, it's very tricky to build it back up. Very, very tricky. So Destructive J in first, Cold Baked Bean in second, still to pit. Rumpski, another one that's just got his head down, done what he needs to do, is in third. Eddie Dust in fourth. The impressive Max Dubs. It could be. There was a safety car, I think, just before you jumped on the stream, Stephen. There was a safety car. So Jay pit under the safety car. I can't remember what lap. Maybe around lap 6, lap 7, lap 8, around there. There was a safety car. Like I said, yeah. So the impressive Max Dubs, Dana White, who just got a time penalty, I'm sure. Jazz in 7th. Slavy. No, not another one. Not Slav. Mate, it's not been your day today. Drive-through penalty, now 2 penalties for speeding in the pit lane. Let's have a look at the penalty. Rattigan with another fastest lap, 1:33.9. Getting that nut, Taylor Danny, 1:33.7. That's it, boys. You've had a bit of bad luck with your wings, but you just get your nuts down and just do what you need to do. Pump out them fastest laps and you'll claw yourself. Because remember here, guys, you get lots of points here. You get points all the way down. 50 points for first, and it counts all the way back. So even if you finish in 12th, 13th, you're still getting a good bundle of points, and it's the first race of the season. So all's not lost, lads. So right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for detail for penalties. Cold Baked Bean on 3, Rumpski on 3, Eddie Dust none, Dana White now on 6, Craig MC on 3, Bason on 8, but I think when he pits again, which he may have to do, he'll lose 5 seconds of them. Disco Bobby on 3, and Slav incurred another 5 after getting another 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Let's jump aboard with Rattigan. Position change, gap, what's he got? 9 seconds to get back, and then there's 4, so there's a bit of a gap now. So look, Jay's pit again, very surprised by that. Doesn't have wing damage. He's come back out in the medium, so that's Jay now. Stephen, you know, would the softs do 10 laps? Cold Baked Beans come out on the soft. Eddie Dust has come out on the soft. Would the softs do 10 laps? Don't know. Or anybody else in the chat who's not currently racing? I've kind of lost the tyre, how long they would go. Jay's played it safe. Look at that, Rattigan's back up in the 3rd. Knowing that surely these two in front cannot go the distance on them tyres. You're talking 26 laps on the hard. Oh no, Jay. 3-second time penalty. No worries, buddy. Head down. Drove an absolute stonking stellar race, mate. Still 10 laps left to go. Rumpski on 11 lap old. He doesn't pit. Craig MC. He's 12 seconds. He's good 12 seconds behind. Now, with that time gap to the cars behind, will that convince Rumpski to hold? Now, Craig goes. So that now gives Rumpski 18 seconds on the car behind. Now, will that sway him just to run it and gun it until the end? That's the question. 12 lap old hards. What do you think in the chat? Do you reckon them hards will make it to the end? Jay's just got Rattigan. Or is Rattigan pit? Rattigan's had an incident somewhere. 2 cars have just overtook him, and that's a soft. Rattigan's just got a time penalty as well. Now the question is, going to be Cold Baked Bean on Jay. What does Jay do? Does Jay battle him, or does Jay let him go, knowing that he can come back to him? Because look, he took a second out of Rumpski already, the pair, or Jay has. Oh, that was a definite corner cut there. Definitely warning. So yeah, or is that what Ratagon's done? Has Ratagon let Cold Baked Bean go? But he's dropped 1.6 behind him now. He will come back to him. Cold Baked Bean will definitely come back. Max Dub's pit again and now gone onto the hut. Oh, Rumpski. Wow. Rumpski. 5 second penalty. He's going to be spitting feathers under that helmet. He is going to be spitting feathers. Wow, leader of the race gets a 5 second time penalty for speeding in the pit. I need 8 seconds overall. And he's dropped all the way down. I know he's only in third. I'll say all the way. Cold Baked Beans pumping in them fast laps now. Eddie Dust back up into third without a penalty. Taylor Danny in fifth without a penalty. Taylor Danny's on the medium. Now, what does Jay do? What does Jay do here? Does Jay, as I mentioned there, does Jay let him go? Well, he's got 3 seconds to Eddie Dust behind. He's got DRS. We'll see what Jay does now. I don't think he's close enough for a move. I don't think he's close enough for a move. Well done, Cold Baked Bean. Saves it for another day. Just get yourself closer. Ratagon in fourth. Remember, Ratagon had damage, wing damage, unlucky wing damage. So great comeback there from Ratagon. Taylor Danny, keep going. Basson just sneakily gone quietly about his business. Got 2 soft runners behind him though. He's in 6th. Rumpski, he was very unlucky in the pit lane. In 7th. Dana White, who's got 6 seconds a pen, in 8th. Now Max Dubs wants to try and get on the back of these soft runners as soon as he can. It's imperative to his race that he gets on the back of these as soon as he can. Right, Cold Baked Bean, what's he going to do? Is he going to take Jay into turn 1? What? Last of the late breakers, old Jay. Saving it for another day. He knows he's got the straight. Cold Baked Bean knows he's got the straight. And they're actually both pulling away from Eddie Dust. Eddie was 2.7 last time I checked. He's now 3.5. So here we go now. Cold Baked Bean will drive out the corner. I just thrilled to see Jay's light flashing. I think Jay's not going to battle this at all. Now Jay just wants to try and stick on the back of him for as long as he can. And I'm sure they're on the same amount of penalties, 3 seconds. Jay seems to have a faster car in a straight line also. Oh, he goes a bit wide, Cold Baked Bean. Oh! Nicely done there, Jay. Nice drive out that corner, and had to lift off the throttle there. So if Jay keeps it where it is, Jay's got a very good chance, and I think the more he pressures Cold Baked Bean, he could pressure him, not into a mistake, because we don't want to wish mistakes on other driving, but he could pressure him to extend slightly and get a penalty. That would be in Jay's remit and his thinking also. Now, this is a driver win. I know he's got 5 second penalty in it. Ratagon, again, could be playing the same game as Jay. Just let him go, and hopefully he can crawl him up to the rest. We've got 6 laps left, including the one we're on. So we've got Cold Baked Bean in first, Destructive Jay in second, Eddie Dust in third, Rumpski in fourth, Ratagon in fifth, Taylor Danny, penalty. He's never one to get penalties also. Very keeps it in the white lines, keeps it on the black stuff, that's Taylor Danny. He's in sixth, Dan White in seventh, Basso, impressive drive, in eighth, Max Dubs in ninth, He'll be disappointed how his day's gone, if I'm being honest with him. Jazz in 10th. Disco Bobby in 11th. We put on the intermediate somewhere along the line, but Craig MC in 12th. Slavy's had a very disappointing day with the penalties in 13th, and Jazz Piece in 14th. He was actually leading this race at one stage. So Jay's still doing what he needs to do. 2 temps behind. Now, how much life do them soft tyres have in them? They're now 4 laps old. I'll give them 6, 7 laps at their absolute best. May go 10 laps. But as you know, once you get over 30%, here comes Jay now. He's going to go for a move. No, he lifts off. Yeah, clever man that Jay. He's a clever man for an Arsenal supporter, I must say. He's saving himself another Jay. Jay knows the score. Jay knows what he's doing. Basser, another 3-second time penalty. Jay takes a wide line. For you, Stephen. Ennis, there you go. Colbeck being 3, Jay 3, Rumsky 8, Rattigan 3, Dana White 9. Here goes Jay to go into first place. Basson 11, Disco Bobby 3, Craig MC 3, Slavy on 5. So let's see, does Jay pull away from him? He had a bit of a moment there, Cold Baked Bean. So I wouldn't put that down to tyres there. I'll just put that down to the little moment Cold Baked Bean had on the exit of the corner. Now, what is Rumsky doing? Is Rumsky reeling these in? Rattigan, he's been overtaken by Eddie Dust, and I'm sure Eddie Dust, oh, very wide there. I'm sure Eddie Dust is on the soft. Yeah. 5 laps left. Rattigan is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Rattigan 7 seconds. Now, could he make that once these tyres go off? I don't know. Rumsky's the well-placed guy. He's only 4 lap old, so these could probably go to the end. But I don't see these soft tyres that are currently 6 laps old holding out. I don't. I could be wrong. Let's give some of these, got a bit of a status quo in now, let's give some of these back runners a bit of screen time. Just because you're at the back, we don't forget about you. There's Jazz Piece now, in the Alpha Tauri, number 85. Overtakes Basson. Basson's trying to get rid of his 5 seconds. Basson's going for the fastest lap, the boy. That's what he's doing. He's going for the fastest lap. Cold Baked Bean, 3 second time penny, and he's just overtook Jay. And Jay's come back at him. Now, does this change Jay's thinking? Jay's only on 3 seconds. Rumsky's 11. So Jay is surrounded. The only danger to Jay is Eddie Dust. Because Eddie Dust is now within the 3 seconds. If I can go gap to leader. 2.4. So Eddie Dust is looking dangerous here. Eddie Dust could be the problem here for Jay. He's on 6 lap old. 6 lap old softs. Jay wants to try and get out of DRS zone from Cold Baked Bean. Because this battling is just bringing Eddie Dust into this race and eventually could be the victory. And we don't know if Jay could be on any more warnings. That Eddie Dust could be on a couple of warnings, but he's reeling Jay in. He's now 1.7 seconds. So he's now becoming a huge danger to Jay. But then he has to battle to get past these guys. Do they make it difficult for him? Because it's all good saying Eddie Dust is only 2.3. He's kind of in a little bit, in no disrespect, he's in 4th, but he's in a little bit of no man's land. He's not battling against anybody. Jay has been battling the last few laps, which has cost him some time. Eddie Dust, now if these two start battling, this could help Jay and go against Eddie Dust, because he will eventually catch this battle. He's not making the moves as he was previously. Eddie Dust, 2.2. Now, I know we're all out here to race, guys. I know everybody wants to race and everybody wants to win. But if you do find yourself with more penalties than the guy in front, pull off nice, clean, tidy moves. Don't be going for any suicide moves just to get across the line first when you know you're eventually going to drop back. So, nice, clean racing for here. And it's been quite clean all the way around. I'm not going to lie. Not been too many incidents that I've seen him. Dana White now has dropped behind Rattigan. Now is that a sign? Is that a sign? Rattigan and Taylor Danny getting Dana White. Is that a sign that these tyres are now starting to go off? But Cold Baked Bean is keeping up with Jay. And Eddie Dust is 1.8 behind Jay. There he is. There he is. Basson with the fastest lap, 1:32. Eddie Dust is just going to catch up to this. Look at Jay's got a rocket ship. I'm not too sure. Oh no! There's our first incident. You can't just turn in on a driver like that. I'm sorry. So I'm not here any biasness or anything like that, but you just completely turned in and ruined what would have been a brilliant battle to the end. Got to give people space, guys. You've got to leave people space. Going back to what I was saying before, even if you get in front of him, you're not going to gain 3 seconds from now until the end of the race. So a bit of common sense, lads. Cold Baked Bean in first, which seems these two possibly lose out to Eddie Dust. Jay's now fell 6 seconds behind. Basson with the fastest lap. Go on, fella. Got the fastest lap. Jazz Peace in 13th, Slavy in 12th, Craig MC in 11th, Disco Bobby in 13th, in 10th for look at the tyres there. Eddie Dust, yeah, he has. He's still got a nice bit of VRS. But if he's clever here, Stephen, he's got a lap and a half left. He'll just sit behind, knowing that these guys are going to drop behind him. Cold Baked Bean's got 6 seconds. Rumpski is on 11, I'm sure. Yeah. So Eddie Dust, if he's got any sense about him, he'll just sit there, knowing that he's got the race victory. Rumpski will drop down quite a few places. Rumpski could drop down to 8th, then penalties, possibly. No jinxing, but GG's to them drivers who have gone the whole race without penalties. Brilliant effort, especially around here in France. So here we are now, last lap. Feel a bit bad for Jay. Drove a stellar race. Looking forward to a last lap battle to see if he could get that gap to Eddie Dust. Looking at Eddie Dust now and the amount of VRS he's got, I don't think Jay would have, but he could have still been in line for second place. But no, I know Jay won't. No arguing in the chat. Put it in the steward's room and they'll decide. If need be, I've got a little bit of the footage here on me. I caught a bit of it. I caught most of it on the stream. So we're here now. I know we've got 2 cars in front, but we'll stay on the theoretical. We'll get that out. The theoretical lead out, which should be, all bar any dramas, should be Eddie Dust. Eddie Dust, Fernando Alonso in disguise. I wouldn't disagree with that. I wouldn't disagree with that, Stephen. Up there around turn 11. Rumsky is going to lead the race home. He's going to be the actual first guy across the line. But as we know, battle going on right at the back. I'm not going to come off the race leader. Now, across the line first, we have Rumsky. In second, Cold Baked Bean. Third, now moving to first, Eddie Dust. Fourth, with a great comeback, Ratagun, who actually goes up into third. Now Taylor Danny goes into third. Max Stubbs into fourth. Ratagun down to fifth. See? Not having any penalties, can always come back. Taylor Danny, look, Eddie Dust has got the win for no penalty. Taylor Danny and Max Stubbs have moved up 3 or 4 places each. So, Eddie Dust in first. Great race from Eddie Dust. And we'll wait till we get the main screen and I'll rule off. Remember, guys, no one leave the lobby until we're at the finishing, the leaderboard. I wouldn't disagree with that, to be honest with you. I'll always name a commentator driver of the day. Very close between. See you later, Stephen. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. I be the 8th. My driver of the day would be Eddie Dust. A smidgen of a percentage in front of Destructive J, if I'm being honest. But just the fact that Eddie Dust got the race win, he will get my commentator's driver of the day. So Eddie Dust in first, Cold Baked Bean in second, could be dropping down due to penalties, but albeit, yep, he's got 2 seconds, so he could be losing that space. Taylor Danny in third, Max Stubbs in fourth, Ratagun in fifth, Destructive J in sixth, Rumsky in seventh, Jazz in eighth, Dana White in ninth, Disco Bobby in 10th, Craig in 11th, Jazz Peace in 12th, Slavy in 13th, Basson in 14th with the fastest lap. Go on, the boy. GFO Metarakis in 15th and Lee Webb in 16th, but sadly these two are not classified as they DNF'd. So that is the first race of the season, pretty much incident free. Great effort, guys, some clean racing there, very tricky conditions. I will see you next week. Oh, and I have to jump into Evolution. I don't think I have an invite. Let me jump out of this now. Let me see if I have an invite to Evolution. No, I don't have my invite to get to Evolution. Let me see if any people I race with or friends with on no, Matt UK, he's in a higher tier. There's Mac Pro's in Evolution. Let me see if I can. I don't want to request to join while he's racing. If anybody's watching and can access me to Evolution, please send me an invite, please. Messages. Wednesday DTS. No, Tuesday Apex. I need an invite. I don't want to request an invite of Pro, just in case he's racing and I put him off. The last thing I want to do. I'm going to just write it in the chat. If anybody could send me an invite, check my notifications. I don't seem to have one. Yeah, that's me broadcasting. No, that's chats. Right, so I would have gone in and caught the last 15 minutes of Evolution, but an invite seems to have missed me somehow. So maybe I have to send the stream there. Maybe I have to end the stream. I'll wait a couple of more minutes. Nothing's come through. Give it a couple of more minutes, and if not, I will end the stream where it is. Congratulations to the winner. I forgot his name. But yeah, the winner in Apex, and all drivers in Apex. Great racing today. No one's read my message in Discord. Oh, Season 7 Apex. They seem to have forgot about me in the Evolution. So that would be me for tonight, guys. I do apologise for not catching the last 15 minutes, but hope you enjoyed the stream. I will catch you Sunday in Legacy or next Tuesday at the Apex Evolution, but next week will be the Evolution first, and hopefully, well, I'm in the Apex chat, so I'll be able to get in with an invite there. So good evening, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care.